What's up, guys? What is up? How's it going? Get things revving. Was I actually on time? Thereabout. I was sort of, kind of, a little bit on time. Ooh, now we gotta see if people come in. It's me and the girls hanging out. Waiting for peeps to come in. Ah. La-di-da-di, la-di-da-di. Come join the party. Ah. Crazy, crazy. Up. It's funny, I blinked before anybody even got in here. That's a pretty quick blink. Told you, just call me Blinky McBlinkerson. Somebody came in. Uh-oh. Man, I am blinking like crazy in here. I don't like that. I definitely got to get this stupid phone looked at. Full show. I know I've been saying that for a while, but so somebody else is in now. If I don't blink every 5 minutes, everything will be cool. I have no idea. It's not like they don't know my Tuesday night hangout's been going on for like 2 years. I think 2.5, 3 years. You're going. Yeah, I don't know where everybody is. And these are sharp hooks. Gotta love these Mustad Ultra Point hooks. It doesn't even show you on my side. Yeah, it doesn't even show you. It's still, for me, it says 0 people. Really weird. How sharp these hooks are, man. I'm pulling on it. I'm pulling on it on my fingernail. That's an Ultra Point. Silver and black, what is up? That's you, Big Worm, right? Isn't that you? Your lives do that all the time. Well, now it says 1 and 1, yet 2 people have commented. So, man, everybody's changing their channel names these days. Frank changed his. Big Worm changed his. Now it's not a clue, not captain. That's it, I gotta change mine. No, I gotta go to CCB. Everybody else shortened. Remember? Flair's Outdoor Adventures. Shortened it. JoJo Bars 23. Shortened it. No, not really. I'll keep it so it goes fast. Actually, it never loses your first channel name. I'm still Kawabunga 66. Good old Kawabunga 66. But still actually is my channel name. I'd like to give her a sixth sense. Oh, me and Hands On having a great time. At least there's eye candy. And great apparel. Only one CCB. Yeah, only one. Although I've already blinked 3 times though. Who's just this girl you say? That's funny. That's why you get on Instagram now, huh? If it's a girl, that's the way they're taking the photo. I'm a fishing girl. Look at me. I always fish in a bikini. Man, I can't believe how sharp these things are. Let me prove it to you. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I mean, I can't do it at that angle. Ah! Well, there's 3. I just want to prove that. Hey, no, man. See, I am bending on it. It says it's really stuck into my thumb. Oh! It's those Ultra Point hooks, man. How's it going, no, man? If I just said man. What's up, man? God, my right eye is like blurry on dry all day. It's bugging me. Oh, we got some people in here. Hey, that live I did at the creek fishing one. Did pretty good for a live for me. For like 2 hours and it has 170 views. I'm fishing over the garbage. Ferrari, how's it going? How's it going? Not much, just hanging on a Tuesday. Looking at and supporting women fishermen. Ooh, I'm 4-2. Yeah, I was on with Captain's live earlier. No, catching all the fish. Oops, it's 6 now. Not usually much of a follower of it. I just know I have to wait to give all the locals their girl time. I like to come in, check up on the girls. Catching with ropes, really? Wow. That's pretty good. Now they got a hella teeth. Hella teeth. You got another small catfish. Yeah, I've been fishing quite a bit, but not catching jack diddly crap. Not jack diddly crap. How many fish have I caught? How many fish have I caught in my last like 5 shows? Yeah, I've seen them do that. That's why I said their teeth get all caught in it. No, I said I haven't been catching hardly anything. Yeah. Yeah, I think I said it's been what, like 5 shows? I've caught like 2 fish. Something like that. I know I blanked a coyote. You been skunking too? Yeah, it's just a weird year for some reason. I have no idea why. Well, I know why at Pinot, because Pinot's got the, because they screwed it up when they treated it, but all the other lakes seem to be the same. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it goes a lot of times. Yeah, I said I don't think there's one lake around here that's normal. Not for this time of year. I mean, I have evidence because I can look back at my shows I filmed at all these different lakes at the same time of year. And I'm catching fish. Yeah, but there's a lot of times you do that first cast, fish, and then what? No more fish the rest of the day. You're like, dang it. I thought I was on to something. Yeah, but I was saying on Captain's Live earlier. I spent 4 hours. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know what's going on. It's like they have the virus too. It's like, yeah, you probably would have went the rest of the day with nothing. Ah, sorry guys. Said blinking me with 5 bars, man. Ain't right. It just ain't right. It just ain't right. I didn't know. It was a bear. I was just a bear. Sorry, that reminded me of the ending of my Fozzie conspiracy video. I was just a bear. Yeah, but I spent 4 hours filming with my drone for a 12-second clip. I kept having issues. Not turning on the camera, aiming the camera too low, starting it up wrong. Because I have the old, oh, it's not even in here. Oh yeah, it is around the corner. I have the old school drone. This is a pretty old school drone, guys. It's pretty darn old school. I mean, come on, it films with a GoPro. What modern friggin' drone films with a GoPro? They all have their own camera nowadays. Yeah, and the thing does not hover like it. Oh, it used to hover better. It used to hover better. Like it would sit in place like perfectly fine, and now it just kind of like it wanders. So, hey, what do you expect? It was like what, $400 at the time. Bought it like 4 years ago. At the time, it films great. Like if you're just cruising, all the shots of my lakes I go over and all that stuff in my videos. But when you're trying to be like precise with it, it's really hard to do. It like wanders. Like, dang it! Yeah, it is really blinking me. Hey, Kill Hut. What is up? Sorry, I've already been blinked like 5 times, man. I gotta go. I wanted to pay my bill, but I didn't have time. Yeah, Tito, almost there. Um, yeah, I went in to pay him, and I was gonna ask him to look at it, but because I don't know nothing about phones, I don't know how to like update and take things off and all that other stuff. So yeah, but it's definitely something because it's yeah. Usually, it'll stay in the stream. This thing it just freezes and kicks me back to YouTube. Yeah, last night I went live for what, like 3.5 hours through StreamYard, never blinked once. It's just this thing going straight to YouTube. Didn't I see you somewhere? Me later. Kill Hut, didn't I see you somewhere earlier? Or was I just thinking of you? I swear I saw you around somewhere earlier. She looks like a race car driver. I don't know why. That outfit. She looks like a race car driver. Well, I'm giving everybody their women time. I don't know what else. I mean, these were like the pre-show girls to start with. And now they're sort of the pre-show still. Oh, Captain goes live? Huh. Now, I was on Not a Clues live earlier, but I didn't see Captain. Yeah, merch link. Actually added new merch too. Well, I think I told you guys. I don't know. I added like 3 different shirts. There's actually I don't think I told anybody about that one that's on there. It's got all the I put all of the crew on one shirt on the front, and then I think I'm on the back. That's the captain, but yeah, I took everybody down small and I put them all over his shirt. Texas Outdoors. What is up, CCB? Oh shit, that's me. Never mind. Not much. Doing fine. Just hanging out with the girls. The Tuesday night girls. Yeah, there's a long history of why this is playing behind me. It goes back like a year now or more? It's gotta be more than a year. Something like that. No, just... He's still captain. He just changed everything over to Not a Clue. Yeah, I should tell that one. Well, I should do a whole video about the... God, that'd take a lot of research, though. To figure out the lives, where the conversations, all that other stuff, where the pre-show girls came from. Yeah, it was when this was Tuesday night, Storytelling Tuesday. not Tuesday night hangouts. It was Storytelling Tuesday. Because I had a lot of fishing stories and just a lot of life stories to tell. And this used to be, I played a fireplace, fire, not a fireplace, but a campfire in the background. And it had like the crickets and all that. And then that would play while I told my stories. But I would always, people would come in, but it would take a while for like people to get in before I start the story. So everybody said, you need like cheerleaders or something like that. And so I, came up with the, I knew it was Captain. So I came up with the, there he is. I was waiting for you going south. I'm like, I can't disappoint the guy. I need to wait till he comes in so he can see the cycle. It's like, that's what everybody comes in for, is the pre-show girls. They're like your friends. They've been around so long. Yeah, so, yeah, that's the history of the pre-show girls. Guess it would make a stupid, really short video if I did that. But I know there were comments and things went back and forth. But, you know, to have like real girls in here, come on. I was going to get originally like cheerleader footage. And try that. Best friends. I know. If I think a lot of people, it's like getting, you know, like, oh, you got to change the images. Oh, you need to add more. Oh, you need to do this. And then if I suddenly don't do it for a while, and everybody be like, what happened to the pre-show girls? Where are the pre-show girls? Gets a little uncomfortable like when a female comes in, because it's like, are they gonna be cool with it? Or are they gonna be like, what's the deal with all those girls? And like, you know, there's always that double-edged sword. But most of them are like cool. They're intellectual. Yeah, and see, that's why I mixed in my merch in there, because that's good marketing right there. I know where your eyes are going. So every once in a while, why not throw in some merch? That's called marketing 101 right there, guys. Yeah, it was I don't know, I still haven't figured out how to get them. Well, I actually have a little netbook. Try to figure out a way to get them on the porch. And I think I can play the file on my netbook. I don't think it's charged. I can do a test run tonight, but I don't think it's charged. Everyone's like, netbook? What the hell's a netbook? Remember the old mini freaking... I'll show you guys. Remember the mini laptops? Now that like everyone has their iPads. Oh, but remember when I went to these little things first? Little netbooks. I don't even know if this thing's charged. Well, I guess that'd be a sign. I'm trying to turn it on and it's doing nothing. Yeah, I'm working. Yeah, I just need the go-go cage. Yeah, I might want to leave that out. Remind myself to charge it. It's not good to let them sit on a dead battery. But yeah, I bought one of these little things. That was before I had like a smartphone. And this is what I used when I went on my tournaments and stuff. I would use it to check my email. And I also got it too so I could transfer stuff. don't know if I ever out like fishing for 2 days straight, but not at home. Then I could like, because it has a card reader on it, so I could transfer the images, the footage into there, then delete it, then be able to use the camera the next day. So that was one of the ideas of it, and it worked out. It was great. But now I just like I don't even remember I have it. I'm like, because the other thing I could use it for would be charging. I just thought of that right now. Thank you guys. See, my lives are always my think tank. I have that. Where the hell is? What's on the ground? I have one of those little batteries that I use on my phone, but the battery in that thing just uses the charge from the USB port. That's like a huge battery source right there for charging. Might need when I start going to the chesty. When I start, because I only have the 4. And this is the one I film on, guys. Everybody thinks I film on the GoPro, but no, I'm on the Get 2. That's where my slow-mo comes from, is the Get 2. And that's just what I've been filming with the new one on the chesty. But I still got the GoPro. So I don't know now. It's really tough if I want to give that thing away or not, because I don't know, I'm kind of expanding and they're the same exact size. So everything fits between this and that. So what happened? I'm running. Strippers. Sorry, redoing that. Yeah, I just thought about that. That'd be a good thing to take with me to use as a freaking battery charger. I know, kind of funny. Using a basically a mini laptop just for charging your batteries. But it would work, and it's got a big ass battery in it. 9 and 10. It was 10 and 10 for a little bit there. Come on, nobody's chatting, probably because everybody's looking over here. Well, if you want to know where I get my stickers, anybody wants good stickers for cheap? Right there. Stickerguy.com. They're really good. Free shipping. Yeah, they're good. That's why I've been getting my stickers since 2009. Vinyl on vinyl, good stuff. Nobody's going. Is my chat turned off? What happened? Everybody's just kind of going through their cycle of that, I guess. Oh, I was at Pinot. I was at Pinot on Saturday. Yeah, no, you went to Loch Lomond. I went to Pinot. I went to Pinto. Yeah. Waiting for Chex-Mex to ask me out there. He's got a boat. Yeah, no, I went to Pinto. I did a little session at Pinto. Yeah, a little session, you know, like my old skate days. Just a little, yeah, it's a little session at Pinto. Yeah, I was with Chris. Yep, yep. Hooked up with Chris, believe it or not. And might go this Saturday too, I'm not sure. hoping. I mean, that lake's like every other lake right now. Just lakes are all downhill right now. I have no idea. Even who was it that was just on here? Yeah, he said even Ferrari. He said even the lakes up north are just like dead right now. So not really. I've been in contact with him, but it hasn't. It hasn't really been the most exciting lake as of late. It's been very, very slow. Slowest I think I've ever seen it in the whole time I fished it. Just like all the other lakes right now. We have no idea what's going on. Yeah, it's not. I watch people that don't even live in the state, and they're saying it's a weird year. I usually catch them like crazy, but I don't know what's up with this year. It's just I don't know what's up. So I don't know. I didn't think the winter was that unusual. Not for here. We got a lot of rain in December, then we got nothing, then we got a little bit of good rain in like March. It wasn't consistent rain, but we're California. It's usually 1 month. either October, November, December, January, February, or March saves us. One of those 6 months, we'll have like huge storms for some reason. What's up, Lewis? Welcome. Well, my daughter, according to Corn Farts. That's what he said when I put her in one of the posts to promote the Tuesday night hangouts. He goes, "Hey man, your daughter's hot." It's because she had alcohol in her hand? Is that why? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Whoa, Nicholas Green Outdoors. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. You're doing some surf strike fishing. I hear it's doing pretty good. Corona fish. Here, keep it 6 feet away. I know, it's weird. Nicholas Green's in here, guys. I don't know if you guys know Nicholas, but got a pretty good channel going. He does. You've been in on Tuesdays before, right? I know you were in and you're on my panel Mondays, but you've been in for the pre-show girls, right, Nicholas? Just a little bit earlier, I told a little story of like how they became about. How they came about. Well, what's going back in time? I think became past tense. Yeah. So yeah. That's it. Backstory. That's what I told everybody. It's like the fish are acting like that. I haven't heard anybody that said that they're doing great fishing. I mean, I know there's the summertime blues, but it's different than that. So I usually catch a lot in the summer, and none of these lakes have anything going on. And I guess Chesbro, who was it? Was you, Lewis? No. Jack Schmidt? I don't know. Somebody said it's like mud brown now, like a yellow, muddy, like mocha color. We haven't had any rain. It's like there's this weird. I'm pretty sure it's a yellow type of algae that blooms. And at least through my polarized glasses, when I look at it, it looks yellowy. But yeah, it's nasty. Ah, alrighty. Blink 180 something. Alright. This is so weird. Maybe the fish are protesting. I don't know, like I said. It's like it's just weird. But I said it's not just here, it's like I don't know, I didn't see anything I mean, I don't know, California's so weird with our weather pattern, but I don't know. I mean, we had a lot in December, and then there was kind of nothing between that, and then it kind of like another late surge. I think it was in March. Greenish, yeah. And then, but that happens a lot of times. A lot of times we have like miracle marches. We have this. We have that. I haven't seen anything that would make it the weather pattern or anything like that be any different. Like we've been our usual temp, regular temperatures. Nothing's been extreme. Nothing's been like. So I don't know why everything's so effed up right now. I keep saying it's the virus. Like that's my excuse. Like just so it's green, it's good, man. You don't want to turn it brown. You don't want to turn in any shade of brown. You don't want it to be yellowish. Green is good. It means it's got some oxygen in it. But yellow brown. That's what they said about Chesbro. I have seen it that way. It was it looked kind of chocolate milky. It wasn't a green. It was like a brown, and that's not good. That's an oxygen stealing algae. But it does tendency to make it. Litter lock again or Lexington. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Because I don't know. I don't know if I might be going out with Chris again. But I definitely want to go back to Lexington. There's spots in there and it's really low, you said. And that's when I first fished it. So when it's all the way past the launch ramp and all the way down and like down the dirt hill, that's when I catch all the spots right there at the launch. And the last time I fished it, it was all the way up. Or like, yeah, it was all the way. It was the show I did with Dr. Hambo. Pretty sure that was the last one I did there. I think I did one with Ash about the same time. But yeah, it was like 40 feet higher. Chris wouldn't want to go. I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna try and hang out here for longer, but it's starting to freaking blink me again. I have no idea why. Like I always say. Sorry, I was looking at my battery. Yeah, I know Chris. Chris is going out on his boat, so. I mean, go out on a boat, go on shore to a lake you never go to. You know, he hasn't been able to use his boat. He got the hitch for it, and then like a week later they closed Pinot. So he hasn't had much time to be out there on his boat. So I don't know if he go or not. Remember, it took him quite a while to get his hitch on the Prius. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if we're going next weekend or not. It's still all up in the air. I am going to head to the porch soon. I said I do this for my locals and the people that support me, and I know they like to go through at least one cycle. At least once to come in early. They're like, ooh, Tuesday night, yeah. I'll come in early. Because we get the pre-show girls. And then it goes outside with the disco lights and the strippers, so. who's to say which one's better, you know? Not really. News cycle. Going south is still in here. I know I felt bad because half the time when you would come in going south, I was already on the porch. And it was just like, it just kept blinking and blinking and blinking in here. It's like, I'm like, sorry, this one, it blinked pretty, and then I went like a good 20-minute stretch there with nothing. No, that's why I said. Everyone always comes in and goes, where are the girls? Where are the girls? I'm like, you should have come in earlier. I've already been on for 45 minutes. And I blinked times. It's like I got to keep her, you know, kind of on the low down. So I said they're originally pre-show girls. So they were meant to entertain for a half hour when we were getting. Then I went into my storytelling with the campfire on, and it was great. You guys missed all that. Good old days. Till I ran out of stories, and everybody said, "Well, just make some up." I mean, I went through fishing stories, I went through skating stories, I went through like high school stories, I went through college. I drew it out as long as I could. It wasn't meant to last forever. Unless I started sitting here with like a novel and did chapters. Like today we're going over chapter 4. How to Kill a Mockingbird. Right, guys. I think right now I'm definitely heading to the porch. Might be back in here. Who knows? As other people say, house tour. House tour. It's like I'm shooting down a tunnel. Now we get to go to the stripper lights. As everybody else calls them. I wish. I've known owners of strip clubs. I actually did clothing designs for it. Well, tried. They knew me. They knew I was a local designer. They wanted me to make shirts for them, or design an outfit. I made a bunch of cool stuff up with black and zebra print because it was a zebra club. Yeah, the owners not like it, but all their employees they hired, the new employees, didn't like it. They just wanted to go with black and white, like white shirt, black pants. Which told me that. I went, what the hell are you letting your employees decide what they want to wear? You're the business owner. You tell them what they're supposed to wear. You just don't. I came in and showed them and everything, and yeah. Like, oh, employees like, I don't know. I'm like, whatever. Wanky, wanky. You're the one that has the voice. You're the one that has the choice. That's why you're the owner. Right? Isn't that the way it goes? Right on the porch. I still gotta get Bernie back. Man. Yeah, I'm lagging. Next year when Bernie could be, he's taking a vacation. He's a skeleton, but he was worried about the virus. So that's why, who's kidding? I couldn't find him. My stepdad was supposed to leave him out. Because I said I had ideas for him. And you evidently packed it away with all the Halloween stuff, and then I tried to find it, and it has like 60 boxes of Halloween stuff, so I couldn't find Bernie. But this October, when Bernie comes out of storage, I'm keeping him, and he's going to be my sidekick when I'm on the porch. Bernie's going to be right there. FYI. Bernie. I don't know if you guys know who Bernie is. Man, nobody is chatting. It was like everybody's silent tonight. I got like a silent crowd. I hate it when I'm like on here by myself and like yeah, it's just I don't know. Usually I can just talk and talk and talk and talk, but sometimes it's fun to get some interaction, some talkity talk, something going on. I mean, you got God. I'm looking at the areas I remember that when I had him there, because then I could just talk to him. I wouldn't even need you guys. I could just carry on a conversation with Bernie. I'd be like, I could talk to Bernie for like hours about. Well, he has a lot of stories, but yeah, yeah, that's why I need him back. So when people aren't talking, I can just talk to Bernie. And now it's falling out even more. Ah, yeah, I've lost my touch. Like I go away from the women and everybody leaves. I gotta start doing like card tricks or something. Card tricks would be fun. Pick a card, any card, and I'd probably need to have to know card tricks to do that, wouldn't I? I don't know any. I don't have any card tricks. Guess that would be a problem. Yeah, but 4 hours earlier, guys. 4 hours earlier. Not 4 hours earlier, but 4 hours a day. I tried to film something that's only 10 seconds long. I need a GoFundMe new drone. That's what I need to do. Start a GoFund my new drone. I'm like starting to have all these ideas for it now, for intros and stuff. And the one I have is too big and old, and it just sucks. It won't stay in place. It just like, I mean, it does, but it just kind of like, I mean, it's got the satellite stuff, but it just wanders. It's like a lazy eye. It's just kind of like, we'll stay in the relative area. But those new ones, though, man, they hover right in front of you. They don't even freaking move. They're just like dead. They're rock steady. Mine's like a landslide. Sorry, I was trying to give reference to at least two song titles. Since I said rock steady, and then I thought landslide. Kind of two earthy things. But yeah, that was my thought process on that. Ugh. So, did anybody else fish today? I think I need like a question generator. Like, how about that weather? Weather's nice, isn't it? Is it foggy in Salinas, Tito? It came in here and it left, and it's been socked in since like 3 o'clock. Was it 19? Huh. Didn't feel that heavy here. Oh, really, Kill Hut? Oh, you're still in here? Or you came back in? Um, well, that's cool. I mean, I don't know. I'm surrounded by lakes. I'm just not in. I mean, I guess it's kind of good that I'm kind of like in a lull of wanting to fish. At the same time, oh, you've been here all the time. Listening to me ramble. Yeah. I don't know. I've always kind of done that. I've always sort of been. Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, it was misting. Yeah, yesterday for a little bit. No, I've just always had lulls where I don't know. I mean, I've been at it for 40 years, so there's been times where for like 2, 3, 4 years, I just don't fish much. That's that was kind of why there was a gap between like way before that, but yeah, I would just do it so much, so much, so much, so much, I get burnt out. So I would take like a year of not fishing much or anything, and then I get way back into it again. But like I said, my educational stuff on YouTube is starting to take off. So he's moving to Arizona. It's a 5 year project. Yeah, it's a 5 year project. So it's not going anywhere quick. Yeah, so they're closed in 2020, and it wasn't gonna be finished till 2025. So yeah, 20, yeah, 5 years. So I said I don't know how they're gonna do it. It's gonna be interesting. Um, with the water and the water coming from behind it from Coyote. I don't really know how they're gonna manage that. Coyote's not that big of a lake. Anderson's the biggest lake in Santa Clara County. It could hold all the other lakes total volume in it alone. Yeah, Coyote, Chesro, Uvis, Calero, Stevens Creek. I think both Almadens and Guadalupe. All their body of water could fit in Anderson to be full. So I don't know how they're going to manage that. It's a rather tricky freaking. They already flooded San Jose when it went over the spillway. It's gonna have, if they have like a little secondary dam and it's a freaking stormy year. It's gonna go right over the spillway at Coyote, and it's all gonna pour into Anderson, and who knows? That is a freaky dam in Anderson, though. That thing is so thin. It's so thin for being an actual earthen dam. I have no idea how they pulled that off. Usually, there's a lot more backfill to an earthen dam than they have there. It's like the front is this steep, and usually the backs are like kind of way out, or they're really thick. This thing's pretty thin, and it's that way on the back and that way on the front. So I have no idea who designed it, but it's a very thin earthen dam, that's for sure. Usually they draw out further. Actually, yeah, no, I think they're all built that way, actually. Uvis and Chesbro are they're pretty thin too. But they don't hold much water compared to freaking Anderson. They're like 256 acre, and Anderson's like, I don't know how much it is. Coyote's 633. I think Anderson's like 3,000 acres, 10,000 acres, something like that. Covers a lot more area and a lot more space. Let's say that. So, anybody have any questions? Are my comments that far behind, or is everybody stoned? It's like everything seems so delayed. Depends where you're at. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the chat, but it's like all the comments are like 5 minutes ago. Response wise. Oh, I'm down to 3. Yeah, I don't know. This has been kind of a slow night. Not as hot as Vegas. Yeah, that's true. Vegas is always in the hundreds. Fish finders from the bank. Well, you can probably tell by the way I read that. No. Even fish finders from a boat I never really used. Just because they're there doesn't mean you're going to catch them. 150, yeah, I think last time I was in Vegas, it was like 110. In the middle of summer, I think it was 110. Fish finders from shore. That's hilarious. No offense, Tito, but no. You won't even know what, they're so obscure. First off, even on a regular one, you can't tell what species they are. But trees and woods, you'd be kind of like me. Even when I was in Pebble Beach. It was, yeah, it was. God, I need Bernie back. Oh well. Got to reinvent my lives, I guess. Reinventing my shows. Got to reinvent my lives. Need my sidekick. Yeah, and all those like cast out. At least some shade. Yeah, no, Tito, seriously, all those cast out like fish finder things or whatever you're talking about. Yeah, the one you can like hook up to your phone to see what's down there. They're not worth the time. But they're not now. It's not gonna help you. I'll just say that. Tito, unfortunately, not a clue on too, I think. Is he still on? He was on at 5. He'd already been on for a while at 5. But he said all night, didn't he? Just a question. You want any questions? Yeah, no, that's sort of, I don't know. I've never used them. I'm a visual instinctual fisherman. I've never used a graph to find a fish. I've often I've often used a graph after I found a spot just to kind of see what it looked like. But I found it and caught fish just because from searching and visually looking and feeling the bottom. Then I kind of went, oh, that's interesting. Wonder what it looks like. I kind of went over it. Um, it's not cheating. It's just a lot of people think if they can see him, they can catch him. But there's fish everywhere in most lakes. Just because they're there doesn't mean you're going to catch them. Might clue you in that they're suspended or something like that, but like you throw it on a good ledge and it's dropping, and all of a sudden the fish takes it before it gets to the bottom. You're like, all right, well, let me try that again. And you get a couple that do that. Okay. 15 feet of water, they're taking about halfway down. All right, they're suspended about 6 feet. I didn't need no graph to tell me that. I just tell by the fish I caught and where the bites were. But that's why you kind of always try baits that they'll hit on the fall. Because that way you're getting information all the way down the column. For some of you start getting more of them grabbing on the drop, you might want to try something that's like a jerk bait or something that's mid-water or a crank or something. But yeah, I always just figured all that out on my own. I used my lure to figure out what the bottom was like, what it felt like, whether it was hard, whether there were rocks, whether it was wood. I would just put on sort of a heavier bait just so you get an idea. And then you just go from there. Sort of my way. Fish different. It's kind of an ailment of a lot of new to tournament fishermen is instead of just fishing when they're pre-fishing a lake, all right, Tito, thanks for coming in. Um, yeah, but a lot of them just they don't even fish for like 3 days. They just go around with their graph and like they might throw a little bit, but they're just like looking for spots where there's fish. And then you have all these spots where there's fish, but you haven't fished them. You haven't thrown a lure yet. You spent 3 days just because the lake you never been to, just finding spots and looking at stuff. That doesn't go out and freaking fish, catch fish, find fish. See what colors they want, see what things they want. Everyone they just spend so much time having to find spots and this spot and oh that ledge and this ledge or this island or oh that flat or oh this grass or. Then they go back and they can't get the fish on it because they spent 3 days looking, not fishing. What the best pros do is they spend 3 days. They might look at a map before they go and kind of see areas, but they'll go and fish all day from sun up to sundown. And then mark spots, but they don't spend all day just cruising around looking at their freaking electronics. That's new school fishing. Not much of a fan of that new school stuff. Right, Barney? Sorry, I said Barney. Bernie! Oh yeah, Bernie's not there. I'm having flashbacks from a year ago. It's all going wrong. So, Kill Hut, where's your next adventure? Do you have a bunch of stuff already staked out in Arizona? Abandoned stuff? Spooky places? No? Not yet. Is Captain still alive? You've been looking? Well, that's good. It's good content. I like it. The next one's ready for Sunday. Nice. Yeah, I need to Apache Death Cave. Nice. Um, I'm working on. I'm working on the video with Chris. I upload the next 3 days, and I don't have anything for tomorrow. I have a video I'm going to do, but I'm gonna actually have to film it, edit, and upload it all in the same day. Yeah, good man. You got to be consistent. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. I can do I do short videos really quick, like a tips or tricks, that sort of thing. I can film it, edit it, and get it out in about 2 to 3 hours. Compared to my shows that I've now spent 3 days editing, just because of the segments and the amount of time and length and the amount of footage I have, and the fact I can't catch fish, so I gotta make it entertaining without any fish in it, which makes them way more of a bitch than if you have at least like fish caught. So that makes, but yeah, those I spend a lot of time. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff to go through because I film. I never turn my camera off. I get there, my hat cam starts, turned off, turn on, turn off, turn on. Only time it's down is when the battery dies, and then I stop if I'm fishing or whatever. Change battery, put it back on, and continue fishing. Yeah, so yeah, 6, 7, 8 hours consistent. Really? Oh yeah, you're just yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I have like yeah, I don't know. It's usually like 80 to over 100 clips just from fishing, not including B-roll and intro and all that. And most of them are like 5, 6 minutes a piece. So yeah, I mean, I usually have about I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of footage. Hey, Mac the Rack just went by. Kind of late, Mac. My pet raccoon just went by. Really my pet, but a local. Um, yeah, and yeah, but now I mean, I kind of have a like a I kind of have a pattern with my new, but I may I might spend 2, 3 hours just on that 45-second B-roll segment. It's usually at least an hour. Sometimes it's like 2 hours, and just nitpicking, moving things, finding all the footage, find the best spot of the footage. Because usually on the way to a lake or all that, I film like 15, 20, 15 and 20 of the B-roll slow-mo segments. And put all those in and pick the music and then kind of match the feeling. And yeah, it's a lot of work. My shows are a lot of work. That's why I don't do as many of them. I mean, I, yeah. I'm happy with one or two actual fishing shows a week and then maybe a couple educational ones and then the lives mixed in. That's kind of what I'm working on now, the flow. Trying to get it matched up and sort of a work ethic with it. But yeah, hell, I used to go film my tips and tricks, and a couple hours I'd film 3 of them at a time. I'd have 3 ideas. I'd film one, do it a couple times, film another one, do it a couple times, and film another one, do it a couple. But they were only like 5-6 minute videos, so or 2 minute. I mean, they were easy to do. But yeah, a lot of it is Jason. Where's the Steel Reserve? Sorry, I have Huracan. I have Huracan right now, Jason. The Lamborghini of beers. What's up, Jason? You haven't been in? You been fishing at all? Cause I can't catch anything bass-wise around this freaking area right now. I know you were last time you were in. You said you were doing a lot of striper fishing. That's actually probably a lot better than trying for bass in local lakes right now. It's just even Pinot is like dead. It's amazing. There's like, well, you've been at Pinot. I know you filmed some shows there. It's just been tough. They screwed it up when they treated it, and it's just getting worse year by year. Pretty scary. Jason. Thank you for coming in, Jason. Well, Nicholas Green came in for a little bit while, too. For a little bit while. For a little while, also. Guess that's better. You're back to work? Really? Like in the valley work? Did they open that back up? I didn't think anything was open back up. Well, evidently, they opened it back up. Wow, really? My stepdad works at the Hyatt. They still haven't opened that. At least not for like banquets and conventions and stuff. But yours is more a resort, right? It's a slow night. I know, but Jason came in. Jason's old school for me, guys. Way old school. He's actually in one of my first ever, well, I promote my baits video. I had him do it with me. And he's in one of my tournament diaries at the was it Delta? Yeah, it was at Delta. Yeah, we go way back. Way back. Old school. Yeah, it's a pretty slow night, Killhut. Um, don't know why, but yeah, it's definitely a slow night. almost, almost none of the regulars have been in yet. Even the regulars I saw cruise into captain earlier, were I haven't been in. So I guess I'm losing my flavor. I'm losing my bass mojo and I'm losing my live stream mojo. If I switch up, let me see. Dance party. Nah. Oh, 8mm. I'm hanging as long as I can. All right, I went to 8mm. So I look more movie-like. Am I more cinematic now? I know I'm more glowy. People are gonna be like, "What the hell's up with that guy's phone?" That guy's phone is like tripping out as particles running through it. It looks like old film. You notice I haven't blinked since I've been on the porch. Knock on wood. Looks like a DJ fight. No, I can go there. Watch. I can do this. What's up, guys? How's it going? Um, Welcome to the dance party. I'm a couple tabs in. Hope you guys can't tell. Now I feel like I'm drunk. No, it's not you. The screen looks fine on my side. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying, isn't it? Noir. Where's the other one? It's alright. It's so it's so slow. I'm playing with things. Whatever's documentary. Dance party, dream. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Ah. Yeah, it doesn't really work. It looks cool, but it tones it all down. Never seen it. You never seen the bubbles? The bubbles are kind of cool. And you can move them out of the way. Kinda. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes they move, sometimes they don't. What's going on? Come on, move. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. I got somewhere to go. Oh, now I have to do the damn bubble thing. Shit. Uh, yeah, it's definition dead. But a lot of people want to go live and they want to like join a live. But sometimes when other people go before you and all that, it's like I don't know. It kind of splits it up, and they might go in one. They might not come into the other. So yeah, I love my Tuesday night hangouts. That used to be well. Yeah, that can kill it too, especially if you share people like me and Captain or if Backroads goes live or something like that, or hands, when you have relatively the same people, it will split up the group. Everybody's got to share time. They feel obligated to you'll be on this person and that person. I mean, with me, I've been doing live since no, there's only one person in here. It's me and Kill Hut. No, I'm not wrong. Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I said. That's kind of why I don't know, getting away from the lives. I mean, I've been going live since it was like 6 months after they allowed lives on YouTube for everybody. They started with 100,000, then they moved to 10,000, then they opened up to everybody. Um, then it kind of blew up, and then it kind of disappeared, and now it's hugely blown up. So there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of stuff going on, and that's kind of why I'm scaling back on the lives. Kind of let them run their course. Let people get tired of them. Open up the field again, and yeah. I've never been a big live person. I mean, most people I've had in my lives have been like 23, 24. Not huge amounts. On average, usually 10 to 15. Still camping. Go inside. Now, you missed all that, Tanner. I spent over an hour in there. Yeah, I need some. Yeah, you suddenly have to realize that unless you have a consistent night, like, or when you start getting a lot of followers, you can pop up and have freaking 1,000 people in your life. But a lot of times it's just I don't know. When you're in a lower echelon, the lower half of YouTube and lives, it's you know yeah, I'm 299 now, Tanner. Yeah, and it might take another month before it goes to 3K. Looks can be deceiving. Well, that's good. I get 301. Yeah, I'm trying. I said I'm back to doing what's working for me. Evidently, like people like educational stuff from me. That's what's taken off. That's what took off when I first started YouTube again. As a fishing channel, and then I went to shows all the time and did less. But it seems to be switching, and I'm learning more about analytics and keywords, and been consistent for 3 years with that. And my views are up. So yeah, YouTube's a fickle world. Definitely have to learn how to manage it. Learn how to play the game, get it going. So what's your next show, Tanner? Make it 301. What's your next show? Back it up. Well, no, I always dig keywords. It's just figuring out which keywords work. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I've always done keywords. It's just learning what keywords and to be consistent with the keywords. A lot of people change their keywords every single time. A lot of those are people that are looking for YouTube search. Um, I've learned that you can target certain videos for YouTube search, and there's other videos to do better when you get into browse and uh, Utah fishing keyword is. Yeah, I do consistent keywords. Then I do keywords for the specific show. And then under that, I do consistent keywords again. Check specs, how's it going? Yeah. Last 3 years, I've done consistent and then keywords for the show and then consistent keywords again. It seems to be working. You can also um, put in channel keywords. You can also put in channel keywords so you can have pretty much all your consistent ones in your channel keywords. Yeah, I don't think he's been bugging. He hasn't been bugging me that much. Yeah, but that's what I said is when you go into your settings under your channel, you can actually put in all your consistent keywords. And then use those consistently and then leave a space and put in things that are relevant to the video itself. Putting all the relevant keywords into your description. I mean, there's so much to it that I didn't even think about that I've learned about. So, and since I've been doing it more and more consistently since 2017, my views are up, my revenue is up. So, so yeah, I mean, it's just there is a lot to it. I'm just sort of biting on time, time and amount of videos. Because with almost 1,500 videos and so much time, so yeah, I said there has to be a saturation point. Or at least the name Center Coast Bass is out there so much, or all right, guys, I'll let you guys talk for a second. There you go, Tinkle. Yeah. Oh, that was nice. I'm not gonna say it, but you tinkles. 45 seconds. Yeah, I'm pretty quick. And I'm 53. Still got the flow going. And the burning went away. Oh, I said I wasn't going to say it, and I said it. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Yeah, I'm a fast peer. That's what she said. Wait, I'm 20 seconds behind. Oh, Backroads is in here? Hey, Backroads. How about the drip? Yeah, it hasn't. Yeah, that's kind of stopped too. I think that was associated with the burning. Um, just for the update there, Chex Mix. What's up, Backroads? Where's the good side, Tanner? Where is the good side? Here, Backroads. Right here. This is the good stuff. Well, at least we got a few people in here. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll keep talking even if nobody's here. I'll record it for when I'm old and have to watch myself to remember who the hell I was. And everybody around me in the old folks' home will be, that's you. And I'll be like, that's me? I used to do that? Yeah, I don't know why I think about these things, but you finally caught a few fish? Good. Doing better than me. I mean, I can go to the pier and catch rockfish all day long. Well, as of last few times I've been there, but lakes, different thing. I need to go back to telling people how to catch fish, not actually try and show me catching fish. Because that ain't just, I lost my mojo. That just ain't working anymore. I'm like, damn, I used to be able to catch fish. Catch fish. That's a good one, Chex Mix. Of course, at that point, I wouldn't remember how to fish anyway. So, if I don't even remember I used to do it, you think I'm going to remember that I know how to fish? I'm going to be like calling people by different names. I mean, like, nurse comes in, Mary. No, I'm Joanne. No, you're Mary. No, I'm Joanne, and I've been your nurse, Joanne, for the last 6 months. Oh, you changed your name. Call me Budford. No, you're Mary. Nope. Nope. was never my name. It's always been Joanne. Yeah, now I'm like doing preludes to me in a old folks home. Yeah, another place the CCB Live can go. Yeah, 2020 has been fish wise. It's just been weird, but it does that, guys. I've been at this game for 40 years, and there's been times where like a certain year or something is just completely, totally unnormal. It is cyclic. I didn't know it was cyclic actually more geographically. But I'm learning that now on YouTube that I'm slow here and other people are slow everywhere else. So, yeah, it's instantaneous here and live. The last 3 or 4 years have been good. Well, yeah, yeah. If you're just getting into videos, hey, you got to make videos anyway, man. You can't rely on fish catching to make a video. Even if you're a fishing channel, you just backwards. You just gotta work on storytelling. Hell, half my shows that get more views than not are ones that I don't catch any fish because I focus more on. I have to be more highly creative with the storyline and editing. And well, uh, yeah, you're right, Backroads. You don't catch fish, fuck it, don't upload. Just kidding, man. No, you have that dry humor, all that. It's just you just need to get into talking more. Sorry, I was just looking at my freaking tripod for some reason. Yeah, no, just or I don't know, leave in all your fishing fair with no fish is boring for me. Um, yeah, but that's just it. That me having to edit videos with no fish has actually made me a way better editor and storyteller when I have fish. Just because I've learned I don't know, I've learned to jump more. I've learned to not try to keep everything in there and just jump more and keep the flow going. So I don't know. Hopefully, fishing when I get a show with a lot of fish in it, because it seems like it's been since that one and when I got 30 fish at Nasi like 2 months ago. It's like one or done, and but there's a whole story around the adventure and around getting there and walking, and I think that's kind of why I've been going more with like Tito and Lonnie and doing more collab type stuff with somebody else because it's just been sucking. It's like, and it makes it tough. Like you said, it makes it makes the editing really, really tough when um, you're a fishing channel and you can't catch any. But that's fishing. You gotta show it. Like you can't just be the guy that always catches fish. I mean, yes, you can, but nowadays, I think it's better to just show everything. doesn't have to be good, 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 good. Like, be the real fisherman and show when you suck and when you don't. I mean, realistic fishing, who banned me from his channel. But anyway, that's kind of his concept is realistic fisherman. He's being realistic. You don't always catch fish. Yeah, well, all those private lakes he had access to. I mean, come on. Yeah, but see, the reality is, Bill Dance is filming his show. They might actually go to a place, put on all the other boats and all that, and he skunks. Well, scrap that day. Let's try tomorrow. Oh, let's try another pond tomorrow. Oh, let's try. Yeah, a lot of that, those shows are different because it's not a YouTube thing. They have the off season and they have when they upload. So a lot of those shows were behind the time, but they had enough time to readjust and maybe go somewhere else or try a different technique because he wanted to do this technique, but that didn't take. I mean, it was a different time. He did like. Yeah, and one show a week. They only had like, what, 24 episodes? I don't know how long those went, but usually, like, for sitcoms and that, it's like 24 shows a season. You have a lot of time to adjust, a lot of time to prep, a lot of time to switch legs, switch techniques, see what's working, what's not, to film the show. I mean, how long would 24 videos last on YouTube? If you're pretty prolific, 1 month. Or maybe a month and a half. But that's 6 months worth of shows or whatever. 8 months worth of shows is 24. That doesn't work in the YouTube time. That'd be like, what, 2 a month? In a 6 month period? I mean, nowadays everybody's at least weekly, bi-weekly, or actually this one guy I know, he's starting to get into it and he's doing 3 videos a week. Oh, no, wait, that's you, Backroads. That's right. Yeah. Sorry, that's you. So 24 videos, 24 for a whole year for you would be 2 months. And they stretched it out to 6 months. And then they have 6 months to film. I like fish. I don't like fish. I don't like eating fish. Wow, 7 and 13. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, or as I say that, somebody drops out. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you still not? You still have it in your freaking. You still have it in your intro. Oh, Backroads. Can I re-edit one of your videos? I kind of forget which one it is now. Why don't you just upload a video? Because you asked me if I would do that. Remember I did that to one of Captain Clueless's? and I don't know. I just wanted to ask you first, but there was one there, and I was like watching a bunch of it, and I was thinking about rehashing it, re-editing it. I want to ask you because I forget which one it was. Yes, the saltwater one. There you go. There you go. That was the one, the saltwater one. Yeah, I just kind of yeah. I don't know. I don't. It's hard for me because I don't want to make it look exactly like mine because the way I edit, but I kind of want to do it just to at least what I've learned when I used to like to draw them out a little too much, and I'm still not there. Obviously, 14 years, 3K, but I started realizing that the shorter the better a lot of times, and then sometimes leave it longer. And then, I don't know. I'm still working out my videos, but yeah, I watched that one, and I really want to re-edit it. That saltwater one. So, can I? I'm asking your permission first before I download it. Because I'd really like to rework it. All right, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the length, yeah, Kill Hut, now, yeah, the length isn't that much, but it's, oh no, you have two different people. There's, I thought I froze, but I didn't even freeze. Um, there's two different sort of people on YouTube now. There's people that like to watch more as you go along your day videos, like with yours, Kill Hut, where you're exploring and you're just sort of taking them along on the journey. And a lot of times that's even better when it's longer because a lot of times if you cut it all short, people are like, "What?" But then there's other stuff too where it's like, oh, yeah, there's a point where it becomes, especially with fishing. Fishing, I mean, you're different Kill Hut with your exploratory, but fishing people are anal. I mean, it's I don't know, but there's still even with that there's two. But no, within what I want to do with his is I just want to see it. I mean, just like the one I re-edited for Clueless, it was only 90 seconds shorter. It was only a minute and a half shorter. But I just sped up certain stuff and left a lot of stuff the way it did. And with yours, Backroads, um, yeah, I don't know how long it was, but I don't know. I hope it'll help you if I redo it. Um, just so you can kind of see, I don't know, maybe you can see stuff that you could possibly leave out and stuff you could quicken up. Because that's the whole purpose of telling a story is to find its pace. Find find where it's okay to be quick and find where it's okay to slow down. DJ was taking people up and down, up and down, up and down, where you're not just flatlined or you're just flat and you go ah, and then you go and you go ah, and you go. It's finding a flow and finding your story and how you edit and the best thing to do is to leave them wanting more. If yeah, that's just it. But the reality is like it's really hard to do in videos. But say you have a 15-minute video, you want people to watch it, and it feels like it's only 10 minutes. And at the end, they're like, "What? What? It's over?" So you always want it to seem, yeah, you always you always want them to feel like, yeah. And see, that's what I'm doing right now, Tanner. Even after 14 years and all this time on YouTube and even skate video and all that, it's I'm learning to be a better storyteller, and that comes from watching. You always have to step on the shoulders of giants in your field to become somebody that's a giant in your field. So it's always better to watch people that are really, really good at their storytelling and watch what they do, how they cut it out, how they put it. And with me too, it's like I watch a lot of movies and a lot of good movies, but you can come down to like sitcoms and just the whole watching the whole storyline. Yeah, but that was my whole purpose, Tanner, too. But it's in today's world and the way things are done. It's you need to tighten it up and quicken it up. It's nice to tell the story, and it might be 20 minutes, but you can tell the same story in 12 minutes, and they could be wanting more. Where the whole 20-minute story is sort of dragging and slow, and especially on YouTube. I mean, but yeah, that's the thing to do is to watch the people who are the best at what they do. And on YouTube, if you're a fishing channel, just don't only watch fishing channels. Watch like the really good vloggers, the really good people that do this that's not in your field, like driving channels or like I said, vloggers and all that, and the people that are at the top, and just watch how they orchestrate it, watch how they do their cuts, watch how they keep the storyline going, because that's the biggest part. Yeah. Boy, that was old school. Remember all the videos? Remember the whole thing was about what you ate and what store you went to before you went fishing. No, but I don't think you guys really understand this, but I remember the point that John B said, "I'm going to be creating something so different in YouTube fishing channels. You guys are going to be blown away." And I don't know how long ago that was, like 2016, 2017, right after he blew up. And I watched him and I was like, wow, wow, that's really well, a lot of like time lapsing and drone stuff and all. And I was like, wow, this is like back to old MTV stuff. The way this is put. And then somehow I found Casey Nastat's channel that was a blogger, and I watched him and I watched some others that were vloggers and that, and I'm like, oh, now I understand where John B got this idea. Because before that, it was just more like the Bill Dance and TV show style. And then John B sort of kind of upped the game, and now everything is sort of patterning what he did with B roll and music. And but then I learned, oh, he didn't invent it. He just realized that vloggers had a good idea and their pace and their energy, and he took it to his fishing channel. So he didn't invent it. He was just copying what they did, but he was taking it to something that at the time wasn't normal for these sort of fishing channels. So yeah, always watch those better than you. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I thought that was him because I'd never really watched anything but fishing channels. I wasn't watching anything else on YouTube. And then yeah, I got introduced to Casey Neistat and then some others, and yeah, but he was smart because he saw what was going on and the way everything was sort of either was a, a little music video of somebody fishing with just music over it because that makes you look cool with all the cuts, or it was you know Roland Martin, Bill Dance, old TV style kind of homemade, and so he kind of took the mix and it came from the vloggers and he kind of yeah, I just remember that. I'm like, when I first saw the one when he was talking about this, I forget what year it was. But when he started adding all that, I was like, wow, that's that's pretty impressive. What he's and then I saw it and I went, oh, damn. Yeah, you gotta watch everything. Yeah, don't try to kiss ass when you come in here. Um, well, yeah, no, I mean that's how you learn. It's like I always take it back to me when I was a skater, skating my ramp. I was really, really fucking good. I was really, really good, but all the people that skate my ramp were just learning. And it was really hard for me to get motivated. I'm just kidding, not a clue. Um, yeah, I was used to skating with, the likes of Tony Hawk and other professionals and people that were better than me, people that learned newer tricks than me. And that always pushed me. And then suddenly I'm like skating with people that are just learning how to drop in or just learning how to do a backside air or a certain trick. And I liked being helping them and helping them learn and telling them. But I couldn't push myself much further than what I've already learned because of that, because I just didn't have that competitive, better than me and skating with them sort of push to try and be better than the fact that I was already like the best skater in the area thing. Because they'll always kill you. But yeah, when it comes to video editing and everything else, that's if you're a highly creative person and you push yourself a lot, um, you yeah, you need to watch. And I always tell people, I don't know, has anybody ever watched Late Night with Carson Daly? I always, always, always tell people to watch his show. Watch Late Night. Watch Late Night with Carson Daly, and watch how he puts together. All right, Tanner. Yeah, um, yeah, he's one of my influences. But yeah, Late Night with Carson Daly. I don't think he's still doing it. It was something that was on for like in the 2000s, something like that. But his his storytelling, yeah, yeah, bedtime. Yeah, you need to. You just I don't know, just the way he tells the story and the time to take it and the way it's filmed and the way it's edited. It goes back to what I said. Always want to leave more, and it's a half-hour show um, with commercial, and I swear I watched it for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, What? Yeah, we know Tanner. Um, yeah, but I said that's and it was actually, I mean, the Carson Daly was actually um, I don't know. Well, he came from MTV and all that, but the style of it was, I think he came out. I don't know, it might have been in the. Did I ever watch it here? I think I did watch it here. But yeah, you gotta watch that show. I tell everybody that wants to be a YouTuber and wants to understand stuff. Yeah, I tell them to watch Late Night with Carson Daly. Yeah. Um, yeah, but I mean, if you're serious about it and you want to know storyline and multiple stories and I don't know, there's just everything about it. He had incredible editors, incredible filmers, and incredible storyline. And it has a lot to do with the way a lot of vloggers and everything. I don't know if he took it from bloggers from early YouTube or he took it from his knowledge of early MTV and that. You know, that's kind of where I'm going with my like quicker cuts, and now suddenly the crop tool is my like favorite tool ever in editing. The crop pan zoom tool. I don't know why it took me so long to fall in love with that tool, but uh, yeah, it totally adds to it. It gives you motion where and all that stuff that you can do on your own and not have a camera crew and somebody zooming in on you and somebody zooming out and somebody catching on when you have like a production studio filming you. You can actually manipulate and do all that in the crop tool. Yeah, I mean, you got, is anybody on here? Well, there's only four of you, but have you guys ever watched it, Late Night with Carson Daly? Probably not. I mean, I like watching because it's fashion. Yeah, it's. I mean, usually it's a music thing, it's a fashion thing, or it's a I don't know, like current event. I don't know. Interviews with actors, interviews with. But yeah, I just. Did you like it, Captain? Or are you looking at me like I'm freaking crazy? Like, how do you think that guy puts any type of show together good? Carson Daly. Isn't he just an old MTV hack? When did that show even air? Like 1:32 in the morning? It's an old school show. That's for sure. Well, you could wait 14 years to get to 3K back roads. SL? What? No, he's it's totally different show. Not a clue. Late night with him was not a talk show. It was a totally different show. It's, yeah, it's not like it's not like Johnny Carson or David Letterman. No, it's late night with him, but it's a totally different show. It's more of a it's not a talk show. It's not like he never had anybody come out and sit down on the couch and had a straight set. It was always improv and new places, and that's why I'm saying it's like the precursor to the most well-known vloggers in the way they do their shows. Is the way he set it up and the way he did it. No, it's there's no desk, there's no anything like that. His shows are they're more of an MTV, well, MTV, duh. Well, yeah, MTV, but yeah, more like a YouTube video, just done really well. The editing is amazing. Um, I used to watch it when I first moved here in 2009, and then after that, I just watch them on YouTube. You gotta watch to learn, though. You gotta spend some time watching and exploring and seeing um, how stuff's done, how stuff's produced, how stuff's um, played out backwards. I mean, it all leads to eventually you sort of getting. God, the hiccups now. Jesus. It all leads to you kind of taking from here, taking from there, taking from there, and turning it into you. But when you only watch things that are like you, and then you kind of take their you and kind of put a little bit of you into you, that doesn't really work. You got to watch people that are like you, and then watch people that aren't like you, and this other person ain't like you, and this other person ain't like you, and this other person ain't like you, and this person over here that ain't like you, and then sort of take all that into you from them. You're not copying them, but you're seeing what they're doing, and you're like, oh, and then you can take it there. I don't know. Yeah, it probably will be, but now everything's streaming, so I don't think the service will ever go away. It's just uh, more people might be using their Comcast for watching YouTube videos, or but no, I don't think TV as itself will ever go away. It's a different entity than the social thing, the online thing. Humans are consistent. They like their consistent shows. I mean, a lot of YouTube and that uploads random about the same time, that kind of stuff. But people like consistency with TV shows. Their nightly news, their nightly sitcoms, their weekly sitcom. I mean, maybe in another like 50 years it might change. Uh, no. No, I don't. I said maybe another 50 years with the way things are going, maybe. Um, but you get a lot of stuff on YouTube that's the same thing. There's a lot of people that are nightly, Monday through Friday. There's a lot of people that have like a weekly show that people are way into that's more like TV. Uh, so as far as the format on that, I don't think it's gonna go away. Or you were thinking of Last Call? Is that the same thing? Is it Late Night with Carson Daly or Last Call with Carson Daly? I don't know which one was it. You were probably thinking. I think Last Call. I think Last Call was one that I'm thinking of. Late Night with Carson Daly. I think that's when it started as like a talk show. Um, yeah, I don't know. Either way, the one I'll have to find it. But his editing is brilliant. That's all I know. Whoever did that show and the way to edit it and put it together. As far as what the quick edits, everything you get on YouTube now, it's pretty spot on. Oh, okay. So I am talking late night. All right. Okay, so I am. So I'm talking. Yeah, last call. I mean, late night. What? Okay, I think I'm talking late night with Carson Daly. So last call was him in the. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if last call was him at the desk, then late night was when he switched it up and created these incredible videos. Don't look up last call. Evidently, look up late night. Last call with Carson Daly. He had a desk and chairs, and it was a talk show format. Okay, so I'm thinking late night with Carson Daly. Yeah, I didn't like him as a talk show host, but it must be late night with Carson Daly. That's when they pretty much canceled last call with him, and he got shoved to later. And that's when he picked up his game and took it to a whole different level. Really? Well, maybe look up later on last call with Carson Daly. Maybe he started out that way and he switched formats somewhere during the way, but everything reading late night with Carson Daly comes back to last call. Well, all I know is the ones I'm talking about that he produced, he was, I think I remember when he was at a desk, but these are not that. These are they're totally like a lot of YouTube vlogger style videos right now. No desk, no nothing. He just came in. He was always in different venues, different places, interviewed people in bars or in a nightclub. It was very on the fly sort of stuff. No studio, no desks, no people coming in. Those are ones I'm talking about at least. I think those were going on when I came here. That was like 2009, 2010. I don't know. Type in Carson Daly 2010, 2011. He wasn't a talk show host type of guy. He was more in the field, at the club, in a bar, that type guy. He was never a sit down guy. Right, Backroads is still looking. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. I keep reading that comment. I don't know. I just know I watched him religiously. And I was just freaking amazed at the way he put that show together. I think it was 2010. Yeah, because I had a guy that wanted me to work with him on a cable access show. Because he saw some of my shows that I had in cable access when I moved here. And I remember him saying, "Yeah, we want to kind of edit like Carson Daly." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm your man. I love his shows." So it had to be at least 2010 when that style came out. He looks familiar. Yeah, and he was one of the first people too, because he was one of the first people to use one of his videographers that filmed the show actually used a Canon EOS. It was like one of the first TV shows where they were using a point and shoot to film the video, which in the industry was like, what? You're filming with a point and shoot? Yeah, but his cameraman loved the Canon EOS at the time and shot in 1080 film on it. And a lot of the shots where he would show people showing him, and you would see the guy with, and you could see the screen behind it now while he was shooting the video, and you could tell it was on a actual point and shoot camera filming video. And that was way before all the YouTubers started using him as their main camera and had the point and shoots instead of an actual video camera. So that was like, it had to be like 2010. I know that for sure. And that was the first time I realized. Yeah, see, that makes sense. All right, I'll get back to that in a sec because I got to pee. But that makes sense. That makes total sense, though. Oh, you guys still in here? All right. Yeah, that was it. No, but that makes totally sense. That makes total sense because his budget kept getting cut and get cut, and so he had to go on location. Didn't have a studio, but it made him better, and it made what he did towards the end so much better. Here's another funny thing. Talking about budget cuts, and I just learned this about Friends. I love Friends. I have all the Friends DVDs. That's one thing that I go to just sort of get back to, I don't know, comfort or whatever. But there was one episode, I think it was the second year in. Second? Yeah, I think it was second year in. And there was one show where the whole show was shot in Monica's apartment. And the reason they shot that was because their budget got cut. So they couldn't afford to do any of the outer scenes. So they had to create a whole show of all of them and all the scenes and everything shot just in her apartment. And that became something they used for the next 8 years of the show. And they called them box shows. And they would always try to film one show during the season that where everything took place in her apartment. And so because of budget cuts, it became something that became one of the most popular of the shows for the next 8 years. So it's the one where all of them were in the same apartment and the whole thing focused around, but it was all caused from the fact that they wouldn't give them the budget to use and set up other scenes. So I could see that with Carson Daly, where he went from that. Yeah, Happy Place. That's what I do. I watched two. I watched one tonight, but yeah, no, I always watch them. That's that or Seinfeld sometimes, but yeah, but I could see what Captain said about he's not a talk show host. Sure, he was on TLC and all that, but no, that's but after that, when he got to that style of it, that's when I watched it. I think I might have watched it when he had a desk and he was talking to people, and I'm like, this ain't him. He's an MTV guy. And then he took that show to the MTV style with the way he did it and with the editing and everything. And sure you do, Captain. Even Peter Pan at a happy place. But yeah, uh, but yeah, you got to watch the ones where later. I think it was at least 2010 or later when he went to that style. The style I'm talking about, as far as his shows. Was it late night? Or last call? Yeah, it was last call. That's right. It was last call, but the later half of it. When he got in the later half of it, at least 2010 further, to me, that's when his shows were the editing was just freaking amazing. Uh, yeah, just it wasn't. I don't know. I said he was one of the first people to use a point and shoot to film a network TV show. I mean, I mean, all the YouTubers use point and shoots now to film their freaking video, but he was one of the first people ever to use it on a network television show. Have a guy shooting with a Canon EOS point and shoot and filming video. That's pretty forward thinking. Come on. Did you watch some of them, Captain? Did you watch some of them? Like, yeah, and that's what Carson Daly did in 2010. That he went back to the old, earlier MTV style. All right, Corin. Sorry, I missed that one. I just got it now. Well, I don't know. All right. You didn't pick up anything from his editing style or the way that he cuts edits or make edits or I don't know. That's all I'm looking at. No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the editing skills and all the other stuff. You can plug anybody into his role. You can plug anybody into his role. No, but you're not seeing what I'm saying. You're looking at him and going, oh, anything he does, I don't want to watch. No, but it's more about really. All right, well, I guess I'm barking up the wrong tree then. Basically, because that's all I'm looking at with him and the way they did it is the edits, the cuts, the way they put together the transitions. That's the way I've always been. I love video and just the storyline, the way they put together, how quick it is. Um, I don't know. That's what I look at as far as when I'm talking about him. Is it just the camera angles, the way they just. I said for the time period, it's pretty much a style every incredibly known YouTuber is using right now, and he came up with it before it even became a YouTube thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at perspectively, historically wise, as far as the editing style. Everything is sort of undiscovered and unknown until it's discovered. And suddenly you're going, wow. Then you realize, oh, that's not actually new. Somebody was doing that 10 years ago. I guess I'm in the wrong field. Oh, no, wait, I'm in the right field. Yeah, as I look at editing, I look at movies, I like intro credits, outro credits. Unless I'm really, really, really captivated in a movie, um, first time I watch it, I'm always looking at the camera angles, the editing, the dialogue, how they bring it in, how they bring it out. Um, yeah, I guess. I guess that's why I'm sort of incorporating all that into my videos now within my fishing videos. Is I'm sort of taking all that knowledge and sort of going, all right, well, maybe I need to spend 3 days editing a video instead of 1 day, if it's a full length video. Or I need to spend 4 hours filming a freaking drone footage that only lasts 12 seconds. Anyway, the original outcome is the best I could do, but no, I don't know. That's just me as a person. That's just who I am. I'm very video oriented, so. Wow, you never pay attention to editing it. Wow. All right, Backroads. I am gonna do that. I'm gonna re-edit that saltwater one for you. I'll actually, I probably won't upload it as a regular upload, but I'll upload it as a post. I can upload it unlisted, put the link into the post, so it won't go to my channel public, but everybody says subscribe to me, it'll be in the post, so you can watch it there. And then you share the link from there. But yeah, I'll probably do it that way for you. Alright, yeah. Yeah, but it'll be in a post. So I'm not gonna put it on my channel as a regular upload. I'll just stick it on unlisted and then stick it in there for you. So that'll be fun. Now for a moment of silence. We went through a lot today, guys. There was a lot of information shared. Wasn't a lot of people in any one time, but did we not have fun? I mean, try to educate, I try to share. Try to get Captain into looking at video edits. But I think I am going to end this one, guys. I've already been live for 2:35. The end of my menage a trois of lives. And I have video to upload tomorrow. I haven't filmed it yet. I have it scripted, but I haven't filmed it. But yeah, I can film that, edit that tomorrow, and put it up for you guys. And I'm still working on. Actually, I have 3 videos now waiting to be edited. I think I have another one. So yeah, I have some stuff to work on. Luckily, I'm getting better at managing my time. So this is it's been a good one. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like I said, I'm cutting back on my lives, going more into uploads. But anytime I can come on here, talk to people, educate people, help people answer questions, it's all good. So I will see you guys Won't see you live for the next 3 days. 4 days, actually. Probably see you live again next Sunday. Fishing somewhere. All right, I'm out. Bam!